Hello and welcome everyone. Um, so I'll be explaining this problem, recent educational round 114. Problem C named Slay the Dragon. Basically in this problem, you are given n heroes and one dragon. We have to slay the dragon, or like you have to kill the dragon in this task, in this problem. And we have like n heroes. N heroes have their own different strength. Now, what you have to do is, in order to kill the dragon, only one heroes uh, can do that. Out of your n members of heroes, only one heroes, exactly one heroes, is gonna be permissible to go and battle against that dragon. And what about the rest of the members? The rest of the members will try to defend that. Now, there are m queries. First of all, n heroes strengths are given as an array, and then we have n m queries, and each and every query you are gonna input two values, xi and yi. What does these two values mean? The xi actually does mean that the here xi actually means the dragon's defense. Now, in order to attack, or in order to get to the battleground, your hero's strength should be at least greater than or equal to x. And similarly, your rest of the heroes, if one of the heroes, let's say hero number 1, goes to attack the dragon, what about the rest of the heroes? The rest of the heroes' strength, the sum of the strength, rest of the heroes' sum of the strength should be greater than or equal to the dragon's attack power y. So these are the conditions that we need to make in order to fulfill the whole scenario. And if initially the condition does not met, you have a choice. You could use a gold coin, and you could increase the strength of the player. Okay, so that's exactly what you could do. So it's always possible to beat the dragon and fulfill the condition. But the question is, you have to output the minimum number of coins that you're gonna choose, such that you could make it possible. And also, a most important thing is that you have to fulfill m queries, m such queries, and each and every query is independent. They've bolded this string here, like independently. Each and every query will be independent. Okay, each and every query will be independent. So independently, you're gonna have to solve, and you're gonna have to find out the minimum. Now, basic greedy approach, that's pretty intuitive. That you have to what you have to do here is you have to choose your hero, the hero that's gonna attack the dragon. Now, when you choose that hero, you have to choose it efficiently, greedily. What I did here is used binary search approach. I'll show you how why I did that. But you need to understand here is that you have to choose your exact one hero per query. And also, if I take you to the query's constraints, it's gonna say so you cannot do an n-square approach here. But there is a possibility, as I've told you. I'm gonna choose greedily. I'm gonna choose a hero's strength. Initially the hero's strength are like combined in an array, right? Array of n integers. Let's say there are some values here, position here. Now, what I want is, I want to pick the best possible hero as possible, such that it could minimize our gold, our cost of the gold. Now, how do I make that choice? How do I make that efficient choice? Well, if I take the strength of that particular hero such that it becomes as close to x. What was x? Remember, I told you that x should be the hero that's gonna attack the dragon. That hero's strength should be greater than or equal to x. So I'm gonna try to make, let's say this is an array, this is my array A. So I'm gonna try to find some array of AI from the initial array such that it is really closer to, as close as possible. It's as close as possible to x. It could be less than x, it could be greater than x. I'm not concerned about that. What I'm concerned about that is that it should be as close as possible. Now I'm not saying that it should be smaller than or equal to or greater than or equal to. I'm just trying to get the closure value. It could be two, there could be two possible closure values. There could be some, let's say if x was 5, then I might find a strength of 4, and I might find a strength of 7, or I might find a strength of 3, and I might find a strength of 6, but I want the closest one. Or even I might even find 5 as a strength, as a strength inside my array. What I'm going to do is basically just try to I'm gonna try to find the closest possible values that I can get to x, closest possible to x. I could even say limit x, limit of AI tends to x. So closest possible to x, the strength such that I'm gonna by selecting that here, I'm gonna minimize that. There's a possibility that I could minimize the array. Now the way that I'm gonna do is using definitely binary search. There's no other options. I cannot do an n-square approach to find out that, of course not. So that's why before like manipulating the queries, I'm gonna sort the array, and then for each and every query, for each and every x I'm gonna run a binary search. I'm gonna try to find out the possible two closest strength that I can get. Remember why I'm let me clarify this once again, okay? Why I'm trying to make two closest values. It could happen that if this was x, it could happen that my initial array might have a closest value to 5, but greater could be 10, and less than could be 4, or maybe 3, or it might also happen that it might be 6, or it might be like 2. I don't know which one should be the better options. That's why I'm gonna go for both. I'm gonna try to find out the closest to the right, the closest to the left, and I could easily do that using binary search. I'm going to show you in the code section how did I do that. But before everything, I'm going to sort the array, and then for each query I'm going to run a binary search from x, comparing with x, of course. I'm going to have to get the closest value, and then when I get that particular hero strength, the rest is just what I have to do as the statement says, which is for the rest of the, and I will also like initially take the sum of all the values of the array, and then the hero string that I've chosen, I'm gonna just subtract that from that sum. So in that way I could easily get the rest of the hero's strength. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And for that I could easily check with y, which was the attacking movement of the dragon, and could easily compare how many coins I need. And then that's exactly what I have to output. So in order to minimize, we have to choose the only hero that's going to attack the dragon efficiently, and I did that using binary search. Now let me take you to the code section to make you understand more. This was the initial sum part, sum of all the arrays. This is the sorting part for each and every query. This is like x and y. the x and y, and then this is the main part, the binary search part. Now this R is actually the closest to the right, L is referring to the closest to the left. Now it might happen that I only get the closest to the right, or I only get to the closest to the left. So in that case, only one values are left. That's the both cases, and the OR cases too. Okay, L not equal to -1, meaning that, okay, I've got some value which is closest to the x, I've got some value which is closest to the R, which is closest to the to its right, rightmost closest, and this is the leftmost closest, you could say. And for each and every possibilities, I'm gonna check the cost that I have, and then out of all the costs, I will say that which one of them has been existed. If both of them are existent, then take the minimum cost, because I want the minimum cost. Otherwise, just output the opposite part of that. If CC1 is equal to -1, then I know that it didn't exist. Then I do know that CC2 existed. Otherwise, CC1, if both of them existed, then just take the minimum cost, minimum possibility cost. That's all. And one thing to notice is that you have to print this iOS base, just because of the time limit issue, because I submitted, but I didn't input this code part, and it got TLE, but then it got accepted by doing that. So you have to be careful when you submit this part here. So yeah, I hope you understood the problem, and yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, and if you like the video, you could subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Yeah, till next time, goodbye.